Na mambo matatu ambayo nimesikia yalikuwa manne. Number one ni ile uwanja ambaye mnatumia, which I'm told you have a lease. Waziri, I think let us look for some resources and go and do that field for them. Hiyo kiwanja, huyu waziri atapanga vile tutatengeneza hiyo kiwanja ikae mzuri. And I will want waziri instruct your team to go and look at some small design. We see how we can help these good people. Because mnasema mko na lease ya 15 years. Very good. So you have a bit of time there. So we will develop the field for you. Waziri, take it up. Mumeniuliza pia kuhusu maneno ya you're entering into a new season and therefore you need to sign in maybe more players from different places and you may need some resources to do that. So sijui nitawapanga namna gani, lakini nitafanya kitu. Wale nyinyi ni watu wa Nairobi, mnajua kuweka mawe. Unasema tuweke mawe, si ndio? So our players, bwana wakubwa, I think our bwana chairman na coach na SG, our players, mimi nitafanya hivi. Mimi nitawapatia milioni 10. Lakini kwa hiyo milioni 10, our players wapate milioni 5, wajipange hapo. Hiyo milioni 5 ingine mtumie kusign in new players. Lakini hawa watu wapate kitu ya kwenda naye nyumbani. Si ndio? Alafu ya tatu ambayo mmeniuliza ni mambo ya sponsorship. Nimeuliza nafikiri mwenyekiti patron. Nimeuliza patron hapa. Akaniuliza mko na sponsorship ya milioni 75 kila mwaka kutoka mahali fulani. Kwa hii mwaka nitapanga ili tujaze iwe milioni 100. So nitatafuta vile hiyo milioni 25 itaongezwa ndio ijae 100 million kusaidia team. Sawa sawa. Kwa hivyo hapo nitapangeko. Hapo nitapangeko, si ndio? So I think and then there was the last thing, Waziri. Oh yeah, they formed a club, they formed a SACCO. I will discuss with Waziri on how your SACCO can be registered. Hiyo Otherwise nyinyi mfanye bidii, muelewe ya kwamba tunatembea hii safari pamoja. Nimesikia, I am very proud of this Wabuge man. Where is that one? Mwingine alimuita Webuye. Huyu Wafula Wabuge, congratulations my friend. Umesema mambo ambayo ni ya muhimu sana. Kwanza hapo kwa crypto. Wakati nilisign virtual assets law, watu wengi hawakuelewa. I'm very proud that we have Kenyans like yourself who are occupying that space, who are monetizing that space. So hapo kwa cryptocurrency tusonge. Asante sana. I was wondering whether people are aware, but I'm very happy that there is a space there, that there are people like yourself who are underwriting that space. Today, I have the honor of welcoming to State House one of Kenya's oldest, most storied, and iconic football institutions, the AFC Leopards Sports Club. Karibuni sana. Some may be asking a fair question. Why is the president spending so much time with sportsmen and women? My answer is simple. Because there is no better investment than the future of the young people of our nation. These arrangements and engagements are neither ceremonial nor incidental. They are certainly not a diversion from the rest of government work. They are, and they form, a serious part of government work. Sports is one of Kenya's greatest untapped economic opportunities. For too long, we treated it as an entertainment. We cheered, we celebrated, we went home. Countries that treat sports as a recreation produce athletes, but countries that treat sports as an industry, they create jobs, wealth, and global influence. Kenya has chosen the second path. We are not only going to enjoy sports and have athletes, whether they are footballers or they are marathoners or all the other people, but we have chosen the deliberate path that sports is going to be serious business. And that is how we are going to create opportunities for employment for our young people, create wealth, and also wield influence as a nation. It is the reason why we are hosting AFCON, and it's the reason why we are looking into a future where Kenya can be the place where global sports can be hosted. We no longer see sports merely as recreation. We see it as an employer, as enterprise, a platform for youth empowerment, a driver of national unity, and a serious pillar of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. It is therefore fitting that today we celebrate one of the institutions that has helped shape Kenyan football for more than 6 decades. Few clubs seriously embody the history, spirit, and resilience of Kenyan football like AFC Leopards. Founded in 1964, through the coming together of several community clubs, Ingwe was built on a simple but enduring belief that unity creates strength. More than 6 decades later, that belief still inspires millions of supporters across Kenya. 12 league champions, 10 domestic cup titles, and 5 Sekava crowns have earned AFC Leopards its place among Africa's greatest football institutions. Those achievements were made possible by generations of remarkable footballers, of course, like Joe Kadenge, Wilberforce Mulam, Mohamed Abbas, Joe Masiga, and many others whose brilliance inspired countless young Kenyans to believe that talent, discipline, and teamwork could transform lives. Yet your story, like that of every great institution, has not been a straight line. There were years of financial strain, administrative setbacks, coups, as has been said, and seasons when success seemed very distant. I remember on one occasion, I was invited to Crown Hotel to raise funds for this great institution. And it wasn't very well organized, and therefore we didn't succeed. So I understand that there's been up and downs, but I am very happy that you are a very resilient club. Because institutions are not defined solely by absence of adversity. They are defined by their ability to recover. This season, by finishing runner-up in the FKF Premier League, you proved that recovery is exactly what is underway for this great football club. Vile SG amesema, vile captain amesema, kwamba mlikuwa pale namba 8, 9 hapo nyuma, mumeipandisha na mumesema kikombe mtakuwa nayo next year. Ama this season. Hii season inaanza. Very good. I congratulate your players, your technical bench, your management, and your local supporters for restoring Ingwe to its rightful place among Kenya's football elite. That is where you belong. But do not stop there. I challenge you to aim even higher, not merely to reclaim the FKF Premier League title, but to become a force once again on the African continent. Because every Kenyan club that succeeds internationally inspires our young people, strengthens our national brand, and grows our sports economy. Our challenge to AFC Leopards is matched by a responsibility we have placed upon ourselves as government. We are determined to create an environment in which Kenyan sport can realize its full economic potential. That is why we are investing simultaneously in infrastructure and in talent. The Raila Odinga Talanta Stadium is nearing completion, while modern stadia are rising across Kenya, not only as venues for competition, but also as centers of enterprise, innovation, and community development. At the same time, we are strengthening the talent pipeline. And before I go there, we will not only have a pitch, and Minister Mvurya has said, Talanta Raila Odinga Stadium is a football-only stadium. The first football-only stadium. There is no running track there. But then behind it, we're going to have many other facilities. We're going to have a gym. We're going to have many other commercial spaces that is going to support the sports economy. And we are not only doing that in the stadium at Raila Odinga Talanta Stadium. We are going to be doing it in every stadium around Kenya. It is not going to be just a place for competition. There will be built into the stadium meeting rooms, commercial spaces, restaurants, ICT hubs, and many other creative economy spaces, studios for young people around the stadium, so that the stadium is not just a place for competition, it is going to be a place for youth empowerment, for the creative economy, for commercial activity, and to promote enterprise.
And as we stand here, Mr. President, we are here to tell you, kuna mambo mengi inaweza kuwa inapiga kelele huku nje, lakini vile SG wetu wamesema, there are things that you have done that we look forward and say, has this been done in 4 years? Today you might be criticized, today people might talk a lot, but the only mistake that you did, coming from your background, you felt that every sector of Kenya must be empowered. Sisi Western.
Asante sana.